Alright, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Q Deezy. We're back with some more Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. It's been a little bit. Boy's been under the weather, but we're gonna keep it short and simple today, and we're gonna do what we always do, and that's a tier list. We've gotten two new characters for the update in Gekishin Squadra, Final Form Frieza and Kid Goku. Currently Bulma is not out yet, but we do have the other two characters, so we're gonna do a tier list with these two, and we're gonna rank just the entire meta in general and see where everybody stands at. Before we get into the list, obviously this is my own opinion. I've been playing the game, grinding the game. I know how these characters work for the most part, and yeah, I don't think there's too much to say. This is just a personal opinion, meta snapshot. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's start with Super Saiyan Goku. I'm just gonna put him in good. Not too much to say about my boy Super Saiyan Goku. I fought a couple of him. I think the one thing about Super Saiyan Goku is that his ultimate, at least from my experience, his ultimate is not much of a threat anymore. I think it's just because of how slow it goes, how slow it takes for him to throw down the ultimate. And then on top of that, it doesn't really do that much damage, at least to me, bro. Again, this is my experience. It just, every time Goku throws down a spirit bomb, it doesn't really bother me. I think I have plenty of time to get out of the way of it. But yeah, I still think he's good. I don't think he's mid trash. These are the tiers, by the way: Z, meta, good, mid trash. I think I'm gonna put Goku in good. I think that's solid. Piccolo, I'm also gonna put him in good. Again, Piccolo, if you get superstar plus special move skill 1 super attack damage boost, whatever it's called, super skill 1 damage boost, this guy is a menace. Both of these guys actually are menaces on that divine draw. If you get that divine draw, these two characters are like up here. But just on an average game, which is what most of this is, on an average game basis, I would say they're pretty good. That's just probably about where I'd put them for the most part. Next up we have first form Frieza. I think I'm gonna put first form Frieza at mid, bro. I don't think Frieza provides much value. I do think his ult is also pretty buns. Pretty dog water ultimate. Zarbon and Dodoria are kind of just there. I think this guy is just kind of like a god hunter. That's his main objective. I think he's just a god hunter. I don't think he's really meant to do anything else but defend the god and attack the god. I don't think he's meant to get kills and things like that, which is okay. I mean, as a technical character, that's kind of your job. You're not supposed to really try and get kills and yada yada yada. So I think he's mid. I'm gonna put him right there. Baby. Now, okay. My last tier list, I had Baby as like the worst character in the game. Now, I think Baby is like low-key meta, bro. Like, hear me out, bro. I've fought against so many people that use Baby, and like, he's just like, I don't even know, like, if once he jumps into like one of his people or whatever, it really just becomes like an issue, because you're trying to fight somebody, you're trying to, like, you know, 2v1 2v2, and then this guy jumps into, let's just say he jumps into Oob, and then like Oob's power gets amplified, Baby's hitting him at the same time, you can use all your abilities, you're healing. It's like, dude, I mean, and to be fair, he's always had that ability. It's just been worse, I guess, in the past. But now I think Baby is genuinely like, especially if you get like obviously specific divine draws, if you get like superstar, I think this guy is pretty good. Yeah, I think Baby's good, dude. I think he's good. He's really good. Meta, if you want to put him in good, I can see putting him in good. By the way, I don't think I'm gonna order these in their specific tiers. I think I'm just gonna throw them in a tier and maybe organize them at the end. I don't know, but yeah, Baby is meta. He's meta. Let's move on. Zamasu, I think he's mid. I don't really see Zamasu that often. Yeah, I really don't have much to say about Zamasu. To be honest, bro, I barely even use Zamasu. I haven't made a video on Zamasu yet. I think I really should, because I've seen some builds around with people using Zamasu and stuff like that. So like, I feel like I could make something work with Zamasu, bro. But for now, I think he's mid. I think he's better than Frieza. That's about what I do in terms of ordering. I do think he's better than Frieza. Oob, I think is good. Like I said, this guy can be a threat on the damage end. If he's untouched, if he's just kind of in the background, he can definitely be a threat. He does do a lot of damage. I used to be a top 10 Oob player in the world at one point. I went through my Oob phase, bro. Oob was my guy for a while. My first S rank grind with Super Saiyan, or with damage, was Oob and Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Piccolo. Those were the 3 characters I used to get the S rank back in season 2 or whatever it was. But yeah, Oob is good. Very good DPS, very good DPS. Next up, we have Krillin. I'm gonna put Krillin in mid. Is he better than Frieza? It's debatable, honestly. I just feel like Krillin just like provides no value. I think Frieza probably provides more value than Krillin. They both kind of do their part in guarding the God of Destruction, but like, I mean, I think Krillin is good for the Solar Flare because he can just do that and get out. But I just think Frieza has more potential in his kit than Krillin does. Krillin does have the mines, which is good, that he can set him down in front of the god and you can run into him and whatever. I think I would prefer to use Frieza, but honestly, they're kind of in the same boat. If you want to put one or the other, I wouldn't be mad at it. Deborah, you see, the demon in me is telling me to put him in good, because I've seen what Deborah can do, bro. And like, this guy is definitely like the best 1v1 character in the game. Like, if you're fighting a tank with Deborah, like, you might as well just run away, bro. Like, if you're playing tank, I think you should run away, because if you get the right cards on this guy, like a little bit of defense, a little bit of healing, God forbid Deborah is going with this dude. These two together versus like a tank like Cooler or Caulifla or like Cell, like, you're dead. You're done, bro. He's healing, he's getting his petrification gauge, and then he's just blowing you up. It's just that simple, bro. I'm gonna put him in good. I don't think he's mid. I don't think he's like super meta, but I think he's good. Boo, I'm gonna put him in mid. I think he's better than Krillin though. Honestly, nah, I'm gonna put him in good. I think you could slide Boo in good. I'll let it slide. Android 18, I'm gonna put her in mid. She's better than Krillin. I'd probably take Zamasu over her. Not too much to say about Android 18, though. I have fought a couple of Android 18s and they do be blitzing me down, bro. I don't know where she gets that type of damage from, but it's very rare that you find an 18 that's doing that. But for the most part, in the right hands, she could be wherever she wants. But currently, I think she's just chilling right there. Khalifa, I think, is honestly meta right now. I've seen a lot of Khalifas, and especially with this rat running around, which I'll talk about later. She's pretty good defensively. Also, her passive with the extra damage and her being a tank. You play your cards right with Khalifa, and she definitely could be good. I think most of the tanks right now are arguably meta, including Cooler. I would say Cooler is also a bit meta right now. Honestly, you could put him in good too. I wouldn't be mad at that. But I've been using Cooler a bit recently, and what makes Cooler honestly so ridiculous is his ultimate, dude. Like, people sleep on Cooler's ultimate, but like the fact that he throws it down and it brings everyone towards the center. Hey, like, dude, like, Cooler's, when Cooler throws his ultimate down, bro, normally half the time I'm either getting one shot or like all my HP is gone, and then I just get finished off by something else. And like that's like majority of ultimates in the game, but like think of like all the tank ultimates, bro. Khalifa, Baby, Cell, Vegeta, like Bardock, though their ultimates aren't like damn near one-shotting you. Like Vegeta stuns you, he pushes you away, this pushes you away. His can kind of like 100 to 0 you, but it's like an overtime type of thing, and you can really just get out of it because it starts so small. Khalifa's doesn't really do anything but help her get away. Baby's is like an explosion or whatever the hell, and then Cell's is just kind of buns. Like Cooler out of all the tanks has like the best ultimate of all the tanks, at least in terms of damage, like trying to kill people. Obviously if you're trying to get them out of the God of Destruction or whatever the hell, then obviously you want these 2 or 3, but I think Cooler's meta, bro. Honestly, we could just get, you know, all the tanks, bro. Like Bardock is meta. I would say Vegeta is like good. I don't know about meta, but I'd say he's like top of good. And then like you're like meta. And then obviously if I were to order these, I'd probably do this. Interchange these. I would probably do this if I were to order them. The good tier, I feel like I don't even know if I'm gonna order it or not. This is ordered down here at the bottom. I do think like all the tanks are meta pretty much, except for like Vegeta. I'm skipping around, I'm sorry. I'm just, now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, bro, hold on. Cell is honestly pretty trash, dude. I'm not gonna be that dude, bro. I'm not gonna be that dude. I hate having Cell on my team so much, bro, because he genuinely, before he transforms, he does absolutely nothing. Like I feel like when you're playing Cell and you're going into like the middle of the god to fight for the god, and you're playing Cell, like if you go up against any of these other tanks with pretty much any DPS in the game, Cell is fried, bro. Like when he's low level, his healing isn't enough. He's not doing much. Every other tank is doing a lot more than Cell is doing, and like he desperately needs a buff, bro. It's getting out of hand. Vegeta, I would put him in good. I think he's pretty good. Bojack, I would also put Bojack in good. I've used Bojack a little bit on my way to S rank, and as long as you can stay away from people, I mean, this guy is pretty good. You just chill in the background, throw your traps, throw the buster thing, throw the psychonesis, whatever the hell he has, stay in the back, throw his ultimate. Like Bojack is literally, as long as no one gets close to you, this guy can run the meta. As it's kind of like he's like in the same situation as Deborah. Deborah is like, as long as no one's just consistently hitting you from long range, he can be good. If no one is getting close to you with Bojack, he can be good. These two are pretty much in the same boat, just kind of the opposite. Gohan, I would put him in good. Not too much on Gohan. I think he's all right. Trunks. This is the first time I'm ever saying this, but I think Trunks is genuinely meta, bro. I think Trunks is genuinely meta, bro. I've seen so many people using Trunks, and like this dude's passive, like the amount of burst damage that Trunks has, bro, needs to be studied. Like I swear, as like he should not be able to just burst me down as a tank. Like I understand damage over time, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku just doing a shit ton of damage on me as a tank and just like destroying me in like a matter of like, you know, 5-6 seconds if I just stand in his Kamehameha, like of course. But Trunks will use 2 or 3 abilities in a span of 3 seconds and you will be dead, bro. Like even as a tank, and it's like, bro, how? Like Trunks, Trunks' weakness is obviously long range characters, which is kind of like the meta that we're in right now. But like I don't know, man. Like, Trunks is ridiculous, dude. He really is. I think he's just, I dare say he needs a nerf. I don't even know if it's a nerf. It's really just his passive, bro. His passive is what makes him do all that damage in like the span of 3 seconds. So I do think Trunks is meta. He's probably one of the best DPS in the game right now. Mini Goku, I would say honestly is pretty mid. I think we kind of got the replacement of Mini Goku with this guy, and I mean, I've used this guy myself. He doesn't really seem to do much. I mean, his passive is also kind of buns, doing what, more damage the higher level someone is. I mean, it works, I guess, but like, I don't see Mini Goku often. I don't think he's really a pick that most people would consider. If you want to put him in good, that's fine, I guess, but like, I personally think he's like, yeah, he's smooth. Android 17, I'm gonna put him in good. I've used 17 a lot recently in technical. He's better than most people give him credit for. I would honestly put 17. If I were to order him between the technicals, I would do this. I would say he's currently the second or third. No. Probably like the third or fourth best technical. Next up, we got Hit. I'm gonna put Hit in meta. Low key, bro. I'm gonna move Bardock up to Z, and I think I'm also gonna move Vegeta up to Z. And I'm gonna leave Hit in meta. I was just kind of thinking, and I'm just like, these two are like, in terms of the tanks, either the top or the top. So I think it's only fair that I put them in Z tier. I feel like if you're not running these two or these three, then you're kind of throwing to an extent, I guess. I mean, like, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is obviously good. This guy's good. If you're running Zamasu or Cell, you either cracked at the game or you just don't know about these guys. I would argue that these two are just kind of like this, but with the meta that we're in right now, with this guy who also I'm just gonna throw in Z tier, I think he's currently honestly the best character in the game right now. With the meta that we're in right now, this dude running around, I think the best way to counter him is between Caulifla and Vegeta. These guys are kind of just, you know, the goal is to get close to this guy so he can't fire his Kamehameha, but I think in terms of Z tier characters, I feel like it's got to be these guys. Like, and then while we're at it, you in Z tier and you in Z tier, and I think that is it. The Gammas, I'm putting them in mid. I haven't seen the Gammas like at all lately. I'm putting Kale in mid. Kale is pretty mid, honestly. Gotenks, I'd say he's good. I say Gotenks is good. People hate on Gotenks, bro. I think Gotenks can be good. Him with his ultimate ability just stopping you from attacking, I think is like one of the biggest things in his kit. I think Gotenks is good. If you want to put him in mid, I would do it, but I don't think Gotenks is that bad as people say he is. Topo got Giga buffed. I'm putting him in good, at top of good. Is he meta? Not with this guy running around. I don't know, but is he good? Yes, he's very, very good. Ultimate Gohan is honestly in a pretty bad spot right now. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been threatened by this character since like the day that he came out, nor have I like seen him since, like, who is the last technical that came up before, or like, was it Kid Buu? Like after Gohan? Who came out on technical after Gohan? I'm pretty sure it was Kid Buu. So from Gohan all the way to Kid Buu, like pretty much, bro, it was even like before Kid Buu came out, bro. it was like before Kid Buu came out, like after Gohan like started to die off a little bit, all you saw was like Gotenks and Buu and like Frieza or like Gohan. Like I saw everybody but this dude. And like even now, like he's too melee based to work, in my opinion. Like he can't, like, he's tossing you around and stuff, that's cool, but it's like all you have to do is catch him once, bro. like I'd say, like, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, if you're not paying attention, he's gonna melt him. Bardock, you can't fight any of the tanks. God forbid you try to go against Vegito. Goku, you can fight him obviously, but I mean, it's same situation with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If you caught off guard, he's gonna kill you. Can't fight any of the tanks. Trunks destroys him. Hit destroys him. Can't get close to Toppo. Can't get close to any of those tanks. Goku destroys him. Piccolo can be like an iffy thing, probably in the same boat as these two. Oob destroys him. Bojack is in the same boat as the rest of these guys. Deborah destroyed. Like, I don't know, man. Gohan is pretty bad right now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't say he's trash, but I think he's not great. Broly is good. I've always said Broly is good. Kefla, I think, is meta right now. Boo is also meta. Frieza is also meta. These three characters, especially these two right here, are like probably the only technical characters you see. And like probably like Gohan. I've seen 1, 2, and 3 the most out of all, well, 4 I guess, out of all the technicals. Kefla, in terms of damage, is obviously a meta pick. She's still doing a lot of damage, still doing a lot of good stuff. And then last but not least, Goku. I think he's meta. Do I think he's Z tier? No, but I do think he's meta. I do think he's probably at the top of meta. If you want to put him in Z tier, I'm not gonna argue with that, but me personally, after I did the video on him, I think he's like a meta pick. I just think everybody up here does the job a little bit better. Honestly, if we were talking about like ordering this, I'd say the only one that is really ordered, I mean, to be honest, none of them are really ordered. I really don't think I am gonna do it. It really doesn't matter. As long as you know what tiers they are in, I think that's all that matters. This is kind of like a snapshot of what I'm thinking of the entire game right now. Frieza could stay in meta, or you could put him in like good. So Z tier options are obviously like must runs. If you need like a do or die win now game, these are the characters you want to be running. If you just want to play meta and just kind of comfortably win, I feel like, you know, these are some characters you have at your disposal. If you just want to play somebody that you know is like decent, but you can still cook on and get a win with, these guys. And then these guys are just mid, just like whatever type of picks, in my opinion. Honestly, if it were up to me, I'd put Cell down here, but I don't want to do my boy Cell like that, bro. So I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave the trash tier open and let you guys decide who should be down there, because honestly, there could be an argument for at least one of these characters to be down here, but I don't know, man. Obviously, we're waiting on Bulma. She is the last character to come out for this season. So let me know your thoughts down below on what you think of the tier list, anything you would personally add or correct or anything like that. I'll put a link to this tier list in the description below so you guys can check it out and remix it yourself. But yeah, again, let me know down below in the comments what you think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.